And then by about 1964, right after President Lyndon Baines Johnson, keep in mind that the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the legislation, when Lyndon Baines Johnson went on TV, he invoked his experiences as a school teacher in Catula, Texas, down in South Texas, and he talked about the poor Mexican Americans that he taught. And he put forward this very ambitious war on poverty that we know, of course, fell very, very short with respect to bringing social justice and economic equality to the United States. And it seems that what had happened in the 60s, in the 40s, the 50s, with respect to equality, we heard this, at least I heard this, I paid attention to the first panel. We see now with Latinos that there are more Latinos in prison than there are on college campuses, that what is happening to Mexican Americans and other Spanish-speaking residents of the United States has happened to African Americans. Police violence is a problem. The issue of American identity is a problem. Economic equality certainly is a problem. So it seems that really nothing has happened positively since this time. How am I doing that time?
You have about 5, 6.
Okay. So that's the essence of this project that I'm doing. I pretty much streamlined it for this case, for this talk. The other part of this book chapter, this paper that I'm presenting, has to do with the commuter problem and also the very beginning of NAFTA, or what we know today as the North American Free Trade Agreement. What is happening now, at least what was happening in the 1960s, it was a very important case against the meat packing company. They were using commuter workers from Mexico as strikebreakers. And this case went to the courts, and it was won by organized labor. But before that, there was a suit, a civil suit of 400 Mexican Americans from South Texas, along with the Texas AFL-CIO. And they were suing Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy and Arthur Goldberg of the Department of Labor. And the lawsuit was about the problem of commuters, the fact that there were green card holders, Mexican nationals, who crossed the border, worked, and then recrossed to Mexico. And there was quite a large number of these Mexican nationals. It was a problem from Tijuana, Baja California, all the way to Brownsville, Texas. The other issue was that American corporations, through PRONAF, this Mexican program, border program, they were beginning to move south of the border. And it was called the Twin Plants program, where they would set up 2 factories, an American factory on the American side of the border and a Mexican plant on the Mexican side of the border. Well, what was going on is that there was an effort to organize these workers working for television, Philco Television, and other plants along the border, that Mexican nationals, employees of Philco, would cross to the U.S. side of the border. Well, organized labor and the Mexican-American community of South Texas were up in arms, and they sued Robert F. Kennedy and Goldberg. And this was taking place during this Viva Kennedy campaign, this alliance, if you will, of Spanish-speaking Americans behind John F. Kennedy, when there was already workings, if you will, machinations toward suing his brother, the Attorney General of the United States, Bob Kennedy, and Secretary of Labor, Arthur Goldberg. In conclusion, that's essentially it. I think I'll be able to answer the questions once the question and answer period. But the reason this is abbreviated is, I don't know if you all know much about Mexican Americans. I know you know about Latinos, but about Mexican Americans and the history of Mexican Americans, particularly in Texas. And Texas is part of the South. It's considered a peripheral southern state. So I just wanted to soft pedal my talk and pretty much give you the fine points, the major points of what I'm trying to do in this enterprise. I should be done.